Hey Facebook, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good week. I wanted to come on here live with you today and introduce you to my friend Mauria. She and I actually work for the same company, and she has an absolutely amazing story about her Thrive experience, and I want you all to hear what she has to say. So just hang on one second. Let's see. I want to see if she's hopped on here yet. Let's see. Hang on one second. All right, there we are. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Someone give me a thumbs up. Hey Jordan, how are you? Glad to see you on here. You're awesome. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, guys. All right, for those of you, oh, hey Maria, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go. I'm so excited. Awesome. All right, she's gonna hop on here in a second. But for those of you who don't know what Thrive is, it is a 3-step nutritional supplement that we all start our day with. We take it within the first 30 minutes of our day. And there she is. Hi, Maria.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Thanks for hopping on here today.
You are so welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I was just explaining what Thrive is real quick. Guys, we take these 3 steps within the first 30 minutes of our day. We have vitamin capsules, and those we take as soon as our eyes open in the morning. 20 to 30 minutes later, we have our lifestyle mix, and which is delicious. And then we have our wearable nutrition, which gives us, all 3 steps give us vitamins, minerals, protein, probiotics, everything we need to run at 100% for the whole rest of the day. And I always tell people, Thrive is meant for busy people who want to run at 100% of the time. Like, no matter
I love
what your
it.
day. Yeah,
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second because I know we've already got some people on and watching. So if you are on and you're a Thriver, let us know that you're a Thriver. Tell us your favorite lifestyle mix flavor. We have a couple of different flavors. And then tell us about your favorite DFT, because we actually have different DFTs that help people meet the goals that they're running towards. So I want to see those things in the comments.
Awesome. Well, I love that you're hopping on here with me, Maria. Maria, you guys is the top leader in our company, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, but I really want to hear first about your Thrive experience, because I mean, we're all here because we start our day the same way with those 3 steps. We're all here because we're passionate about the product and the way that it has truly changed our lives. I mean, when you feel good on the inside, it shows on the outside. And so, Maria, let's start with, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you were before Thrive.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Thanks so much for hopping on. And yes, before Thrive, I'll be honest, Talia, I don't ever want to go back to where I was before Thrive, which was basically tired, exhausted mama, spinning my wheels. We have 4 kiddos, so I always say it's full-time all the time around our house. I was working as a speech pathologist, but absolutely exhausted and really in a severe mama funk. And then there was all that mommy guilt associated with that, because here I am with this beautiful family, this blessed life, and I am, just down and out. And finally, I just said, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I started my Thrive experience as a customer. That's the cool thing about Thrive, is not everyone chooses to promote this business. Or the product, obviously. But I started out as a customer. I just wanted to feel better. I understood health and wellness. I'd actually taken another nutritional supplement line for, 11 plus years. So I understood bridging nutritional gaps. I totally understood that my diet wasn't giving my body what it needed. And I was super intrigued with the whole dermafusion technology, just the whole concept of, actually targeting that through your skin, directly through your bloodstream. I mean, obviously we know that has the highest absorption rates, right? So started out as a customer, and day one just kind of was like, okay, this is so simple. Like, what else am I supposed to be doing? Because like you mentioned, those 3 steps, I mean, it was so simple. And I was used to taking 20 plus supplements a day, like just ridiculous routine. But by day 5, I'll never forget day 5. I remember where I was standing in my kitchen. I remember what I was doing. I was actually home from work that day with a sick kiddo. And I just felt like I felt like I used to feel, if that made sense. I felt young again. I felt empowered. I was productive. I had productive energy. It wasn't, I'm going to go run a mile energy. It was, I'm actually going to get all those things on my to-do list that have been sitting there for months done energy. And I just remember feeling like, or thinking, I want to feel like this every single day. So I've been a thriver ever since. I tell everyone I feel 10 years younger. I've had people compliment that I look younger. I mean, guys, there is something to fueling your body with premium nutrition and taking care of your skin from the inside out. And I'll take those compliments because I'm 41. And so I'll take those and appreciate those. But, you know, really, it's not so much how I look, Talia, it's how I feel. Because when you don't feel good, life throws enough curveballs at us, as moms, as wives, as working professionals. And so, you know, you being at your best physically, is really, I mean, it's a must these days. And, you know, like I said, I feel younger. I sleep good every night. My knees don't bother me anymore. I can actually run, which that's a whole other story I could talk about, because I dealt with so much inflammation. I couldn't run before. And here I am in my 40s running, you know, my hands don't ache when the weather changes. My hands used to ache, when it would rain. I mean, and everyone knows the joke in Texas is, you know, the weathermen, those poor meteorologists, they have no idea, you know, because things change on a dime around here. But I knew when it was going to rain before the weatherman said it was going to rain because my joints ached. So I don't deal with that anymore. But the biggest thing has been, for me as a mom, you know, before Thrive, I was the mom that dreaded a lot of the things that the kids had going on because I was just spent. I was tired. And I'm so grateful that this came into my life 5 years ago because I've really been able to enjoy everything that my kids have going on. And it's a good thing because they have a lot going on. Our schedule is insane. I have a senior in high school, a 6th grade 13-year-old. He just turned 13. And then the twins are 8. We're a crazy busy sports family. So like I said, we're on the go all the time, but mom and dad are both fueled with premium nutrition every single solitary day, which makes a huge difference. And it means we can actually really enjoy this crazy chaotic stage of life, because all you mamas know how quickly time does pass. So it's a huge, huge, huge blessing. And it's been so much fun and so easy to share with family and friends. You know, that's been kind of a part of the journey. And like I said, after I knew I wanted to be a thriver for life and I knew what it had done for me, I'm like, I can't keep this a secret. You know, I have so many moms around me every day that are tired, exhausted. They have headaches all the time. They're living off of caffeine. As a speech pathologist, I worked with a lot of nurses and therapists, and everyone knows, if you're a nurse on the live, let us know, comment. Nurses are the worst at taking care of themselves because they take care of everyone else. And I knew that I had lots of nurse friends that needed this, therapy friends that needed this. Obviously today I know everyone needs it, but I think in the beginning, when you find something that has really made an impact in your life, you're just thinking about those people that you're around all day, every day, that, you know, are complaining and need this too, that could really benefit. And obviously we've seen, you know, this is something that's not demographic, you know, limited by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone has been able to benefit, which has been a lot of fun too. You know, it's been story after story for 5 years. So
yes, exactly. I mean, and the stories never get old. And every time I hear a new story, I'm reignited because it allows, and every time I share my story, I go back to what life was like before Thrive, and I am just as excited about it today. And I've almost been thriving for 4 years. It'll be 4 years next month. And, you know, for me, it was 3 weeks, and then I decided to become a promoter because I felt fantastic. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't about me anymore. This is about the number of people that need this in their life, you know. And I heard you on a call one time. you know, you decided to go full steam ahead with this business and jump in with 2 feet. And I did too. And it was like a feeling inside me, like, this is exactly what I need to do, you know. But the funny thing is that, and maybe you feel the same way, but I was a teacher for nearly 10 years. I had my master's in education. I never thought I would do anything else, but I followed this passion. And I heard you say on a call sometimes, like, or one time, you're like, you know, maybe you wonder, I've been trained in something else, you know, how could I do this? Or, you know, how is this going to work into my life? And I just want to know what changed your mind from going from that 9 to 5 speech pathology? Because I mean, that is something that you have been trained to do, and, you know, had to get a higher education for. What changed your mind from going to that sort of safety net and then jumping straight into the business part of this?
Right.
Tell me about
that. Yeah, you know, I absolutely loved my career in speech pathology. Absolutely loved it. My whole career was based on helping people improve their quality of life. I worked in the schools for 6 years, moved over to geriatrics after that. I loved the home health setting. You know, shout out to all those SLPs out there who watched The Bachelor, who stole Colton's heart, Cassie, the speech pathologist. No, I mean, I love that. And it's so fun. We actually have some family friends that their daughter just transferred to tech and is getting into the speech pathology program there. And it's an incredible career. And I literally get recruiting emails almost on a weekly basis because there's such a shortage in that field. But I mentioned to you that I have 4 kids. And, you know, that really is what allowed me to open my eyes to this opportunity. I mean, I'll be honest, when I flipped that promoter button, I flipped the promoter button because it was a free button to click. And I knew if I talked to people about this, that I could get paid. I mean, I clicked that button because I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep my mouth shut, and I could earn up to $660 on my first $800 in referrals, and double down on that with over $1,000 bonus. It's $1,320 with my first 1,600 in orders in 2 weeks. I did that for Christmas cash because the only way to make extra money at that point was to take on more patients. I was a contract therapist, or I could blab my mouth about Thrive and help people feel like $1 million and get paid. And so really the initial promoter, you know, run for me was Christmas cash, but then Christmas came and went. And by Christmas, I had so many stories from friends, family, you know, that were feeling amazing too. They were wanting to refer to friends so they could get theirs free every month. They were saying, hang on, wait, I'm a single, you know, my friend Susan, I'm a single mom. What do you mean I can earn over $1,000 in my first 2 weeks, you know? And so it became a solution for people physically, but it also became a solution for people financially. I mean, who do we know that doesn't need an extra $500 in their bank account next week, or couldn't use an extra $1,000 in their bank account in the next 2 weeks? You know, so it started there and it continued to grow. And I continued to work full time and grow my weekly rewards as the stories were growing. And we used our weekly rewards to eliminate debt. That was a huge thing for me. We were in a place where, you know, we had made just some not so smart financial decisions. I had over $80,000 in student loan debt with my master's degree. We had drained a lot of our savings because before Thrive, about a year before Thrive, we had moved to West Texas just to do something better for our family. And, you know, we were struggling financially, and there was definitely just lots of suffocating moments of the debt that we had between, you know, credit card bills or things that we had financed that we had no business financing. You know, you live and you learn, right? Thank God for second chances. And Thrive gave us that second chance. So we used our weekly rewards to eliminate debt. And by April of 2014, which I launched my business in October of 2013, I had paid off all $80,000 in student loan debt with this company. And I said 80. I didn't say 8,000. I said 80. And then we had wiped the slate clean on a lot of other just stupid debt that we had. And, you know, I never thought I would leave my career. I loved it. I had gone to school for a lot of time. I mean, I could tell you a whole story of how I started graduate school as a single mom. I worked full time while going to graduate school. I mean, I had, put a lot into that, you know, but you know, when you just look up one day and you go, hang on a minute, I'm making more doing this from my phone than I am, you know, being away from my family all the time. And so that was the decision that was made. You know, it was like you know, we had wiped the slate clean on so much debt. And this was something that, you know, it's so funny because, like I said, my whole career was based on helping people improve their quality of life. Well, what do I do here? You know, and honestly, I do that on a much grander scale than I ever could have on a one-on-one patient basis, you know? So it's just been incredibly rewarding. And if you'll notice, you know, we do have a lot of healthcare professionals that choose to become a promoter. It's that heart. We have a lot of teachers that choose to become promoter because it's what you do. You know, it's just you have a heart for people, and it just makes sense to offer that solution to people. So, yeah, you know, it's, like I said, you know, it wasn't a plan. It wasn't a plan A for sure, but it was a leap of faith. It was, you know, a decision that, was made and really not knowing everything that was going to come out of it, but, it just made sense. And if I could elaborate on that, you know, being able to have a business and where you can, you know, work from your phone is just, it's priceless, guys. You know, the hands-on that we've been able to give with our you know, give our kids has been incredible. My husband actually, left his career about a year into my business, which meant that was our daughter's freshman year in high school. And so, you know, both of us have been able to be at all the sporting events, you know, and he worked for a Fortune 500 or Fortune 100 company, oil and gas. He had climbed to the top of the corporate ladder. He had 4 weeks paid vacation a year. You know, I mean, he had the dream job prior to Le-Vel, but really with everything that our kids have going on and the 3 trips a year that we earn, you know, through this company, you know, and he wants to be at that with me, you know, time just kept, you know, basically being taken away from him. And so this allowed both of us to be hands-on. And, you know, when you're in March of your oldest senior year, things get a little real, they get kind of sentimental. And, I'll tell you, I'm so eternally grateful that this came into our life when it did 5 years ago, that I took that leap of faith, and that this company gave me a product that I could confidently share with everyone, that this company gave me an opportunity to, you know, just share my heart, you know, that with, like I said, with confidence and pay me on a weekly basis to create a ripple effect that now, you know, is a global, you know, we have a global reach. So it's incredible and so exciting too. You know, like you said, the stories never get old, and literally we are starting stories, every single day here. So
exactly. Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna to pop in here and say, I mean, as you guys can tell, Mauria has a huge heart, and in our Thrive family, because she is the matriarch of our Thrive family, I mean, really, number one, we want you to feel good. That's what this is all about. Number two, you only get so much time with your kids in your life, and Thrive literally can put time back into your day. You are getting time back with this product, because when you feel good, you have more time. And, you know, third, we're talking a lot about the business. I have so many people that thrive with me quietly, and they just love the product and they don't want to promote. And I want you guys to know, if you do, you know, trust us or trust a friend to get started on your Thrive experience, you don't have to become a promoter, but these are some things that you should know. Most people who want to build a business are actually, you know, they hang out in the middle ranks in this company for a little while, and being in the middle ranks, being at the second rank of our company means that you actually, the second rank of 5 ranks in this company, you actually earn $800 a month to pay for your car, your luxury vehicle. And actually, when you're getting those weekly rewards at that rank, there's a good chunk of people who are getting their mortgage or almost all of their mortgage paid for. So your house and your car, I mean, what could a side hustle do for you? And just being open to it. There's no pressure, but when you get this product in your body and you feel the way that we're feeling, you're not going to be able to stop talking about it. And then also, I had a neighbor tell me, I love Thrive, but I just can't get on board. And I thought about that, and I was like, it's interesting because we do run an online business, and I thought about if I could actually see people come in and out of a building that I work with every day, I would never have another doubt in my mind that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I just want to share some things with you guys. Le-Vel has 10 million customers in this is in 6 years. We've been in business for 6 years. We have 25 patents on our products, which mean that these little things right here do exactly what we tell you that they're going to do, and counting. That's right. We have there's been $2 million in free product shipped. Free product. You don't need to become a promoter to earn your product for free. We've done $2 billion in online sales in 6 years, which is incredible. There's been $100 million paid out to promoters for auto bonuses. I've been getting my auto bonus for almost 4 years now. And there's been $85,000 in lifestyle, or people sent on lifestyle getaways, which is free vacations, free earned vacations. I know I never earned that when I was a teacher. And $1 billion in commissions paid. And I just want to tell you guys right now, Mauria is the top leader in our company. She is the first person to earn 8 figures with this company. And I say first because we're only growing. And I say first because her heart is leading the way and we're all following that. I mean, she has the most amazing intentions and the biggest heart in the business. And I just feel really grateful that somehow the universe ended up like placing me in your downline, and I think it's incredible. And really, I mean, that's what it's all about. So I mean, if you could give anybody, words of encouragement for new promoters joining our Thrive family, or thinking about starting their Thrive experience, what would you say to someone who's on the fence, or maybe just started and is having a little issue with, being confident?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think some of the biggest pieces of advice I could give is you don't have to be stuck. You weren't created just to, just go through life. We were made to thrive, and that is why our product line is called the Thrive Experience. And it goes so far beyond, being stuck physically. It goes, it touches on being stuck financially, being stuck emotionally. Just like you said, there's an old saying: if mom ain't happy, nobody happy. And I don't usually use the word ain't, but I mean that's how the phrasing goes. We got to take care of ourselves, and life is so short. And so take that leap of faith. What if you actually trusted your friend and this made a huge impact on your life? What if it stole you a little time? What if it made a difference in how you feel every day? What if it meant you had a great spring break or a great summer? What if you actually, shared what you had experienced and, were able to earn some weekly rewards by helping people and, pay off that debt that's suffocating for you, or take the family on that family vacation that you haven't been able to take yet? Or, what if you could, just really go all in with this and completely, transform your life? I mean, we can't make financial claims here, but it is insane the amount of people that their lives are completely different today. They're still the same people. Just being a thriver doesn't mean that life isn't thrown at you. Life is going to be thrown at you. It just means that you're fueling your body the best you possibly can to handle the curveballs life throws your ways. Being a Thrive promoter means you have the opportunity to eliminate a lot of financial stresses. And while we know money doesn't bring you happiness, the lack of causes a whole lot of stress. And, you know, it's just, there are so many options that are being created for people. And I think the biggest thing is just saying, why not me? You know, why not me? And the greatest part about it all is you have absolutely nothing to lose. That's the best part. So if there's a fire burning in your belly, you've got to let it burn. And you don't ever let anyone pour cold water on your fire. Not everyone understands the goals and the dreams that you have. Not everyone understands your story. They don't hear the stories that you hear every single day. So that's why it's so important. I always tell people, focus on what you know and run with your heart. And when you give this a chance, you're going to know and you're going to understand. And when you run with your heart, you're really going to be able to impact so many people. I mean, the possibilities are endless around here, and we've proven that.
Right. That's right. All 3 steps every day for 8 weeks. I can honestly say, I've never had anybody get to the 8 weeks and not absolutely love the way they feel. And as you can tell, Mauria and I, we have unwavering faith and confidence in this product, and with the business, I mean, the world is yours. And I just want to thank you so much for hopping on here. Do you have any words in closing that you want to leave us with today?
Take the Thrive and share the Thrive.
That's right. You guys share this video, and Thrivers, get to Dallas. It will change everything that you know about this business and totally get you fired up. And you guys, if you're not thriving yet, keep watching. And when you're ready, reach out to a friend, reach out to one of us, and we're ready when you're ready to run with you. So thank you, Mauria. And thanks everybody for watching.
Thanks,
everybody
girl. Bye.
Bye.